I guess I'm a glutton for punishment, but let's try another random card for a Minecraft bingo blackout. And there's an emerald, there's an enchanted book, which can be a little bit difficult to get on this card. There's the lapis in terms of the cyan dye. The map means we'll need a bunch of sugarcane. But overall, there's no diamonds on this card. This doesn't look like an awful card, so let's give this one a try. I did do one, I guess, partial attempt off camera since the last one that you've probably seen of these that is aired. And in that one, I didn't study the card very well at the beginning, and so I failed to notice that it had the empty map, and I'd passed up a bunch of sugarcane. And then I also died, like, I don't know, 10 minutes into the run because I did something foolish. And so I decided to just cut that run short because after dying and losing all of my stuff, it was mostly going to be irrecoverable, and I'd already kind of set myself off on a bad path. And so I'm trying to air just about all the attempts, but that was one that definitely, it was bad all around. So we'll let that one go. Okay, so in any case, we need to get some initial tools. Let me see if I can spot where there is some easy to access stone nearby. Hopefully. And is there no cake on this one? There's just a milk bucket. That's a nice change of pace. I've had a lot of cakes on these cards recently. Be nice not to have to worry about that. I do see acacia as well as lime that I'm going to need. We're going to need mushroom stew. We don't need the fermented spider eye. Yeah, overall this seems like a pretty good card, honestly. Ooh, I heard spiders. Yeah, I definitely hear spiders. Okay, let's go ahead and let's actually do this. Let's imagine there's a spider dungeon. We need to get tools anyway, so hopefully there'll be some stone over here. Sure enough, I see some stone. It was hiding inside the earth, as it often does. Let's go ahead and get a pick. Hear the zombie as well, which makes me a little bit nervous. I guess I'm not too far from spawn at this point, so if I did die, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But let's see if I can locate the spider dungeon and get all of its good things. Not a lot of luck just yet. I guess it's a little bit deeper down. Let's go ahead and make the rest of our complement of tools. And I guess we're calling furnace a tool right now. And just trying to see if there's a place that I can dig straight down. I'm also going to need the flints anyway. I feel like right around here is probably the ideal place. But let's not dig straight down. Let's go ahead and give ourselves the chance to... There we go. Okay, there it is. And that just let some light down in there. So we'll be able to get in there a little bit more easily now. I think I still haven't managed to get the flint, so I don't mind. There we go. Got the flint. Doing a bit more digging. Oh, I was so close. I was one block away when I stopped last time, it looks like. I think the dungeon is right here. Oh, hello. Crazy guy. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see if I can plug that up like that. And just get directly into the dungeon without having to worry about all the bad guys. Seems possible. Although I guess I just let spiders in. That was not smart. There we go. There is a chest, at least one. Possibly a second. And I guess enchanted book is the thing I would want the most right now. There's my enchanted book and a golden apple. Wow, okay, that was a very fortunate chest to start things off. I'm going to try to peek and see if there is a second chest inside this dungeon. By doing this, there is a second chest in the dungeon. And we do have some light in here now, and so I think if I kill these guys, I'll be able to get to it. Are there things I need? Yeah, there still could be a number of things that could be useful. So let's go ahead and kill this. And... yeah, if I kill a couple of spiders, we can get in here. It's not a problem. And I do think I need the fermented spider eye, so that was fortunate. There's probably a bunch of spiders up in the ceiling. They're kind of dumb, so we can kill them pretty easily. There's still at least one skeleton somewhere, but he's kind of around the corner, and I don't think he's going to find us before I have a chance to just run in here and grab the good stuff. Okay, I think we're good. I don't need aqua affinity. Great. That was a nice little smash and grab job to start things off. Hi, spider. Bye, spider. So let's take a moment to do some things. I have a furnace which can be cooking up this with some wood. And I can go ahead and craft a fishing rod while I'm sitting here and trying to analyze the card and figuring out what other things I should be doing. I could grab 3 pieces of sand to get cooking up next. And I almost have enough gunpowder already for the TNT. No, there is no TNT cart. That was on the foolish one where I tried for 10 minutes and stopped. Okay, so I need to take a better look at this card. Okay, there is an empty map, so I need as much sugarcane as I can get my hands on. Oh, crap. I just missed my... Oh, no, I got it. But it was a bone. And what else was I saying? Right, I can cook this up. And then I definitely need to get some more wood going, because we've already run out of wood. And I can make an iron pickaxe. There we go. Oh, crap, crap. Ah, I missed my opportunity to catch the fish again. Need to pay more attention to the fishing rod, Brian. It's important. So yeah, sugar, I'm going to need 9 pieces for the map. Ah, did I miss it again? That's frustrating. Going to need 9 pieces for the map. I'm going to need 1 piece, there we go, for the sugar that's on the card. And then I think I need some sugar for something else as well. The fermented spider eye, right. Okay, unfortunately there's a fair amount of sugar cane right here. Let's go ahead and grab that and turn 1 into sugar right now for that, 1 into sugar for the spider eye, and then I'm going to need 3 more for the map, and then I've already got the enchanted book. We're going to need an acacia sapling, so let's go try to chop down some of those trees if I can to get my more wood. Although it doesn't look like we're likely to encounter acacia trees anywhere near here. Food animals at this point would be great. I do have 1 enchanted, or 1 golden apple still in my whatever. Do I need you guys for anything? No. Yeah, so let's just leave them behind. Here's the rest of the sugarcane. Great. Let's find some better food animals, hopefully. Sheep are somewhat better. So let's go ahead and kill these guys. I see a red mushroom on the horizon, so we're going to head there next, I think. And I can cook up some food as I chop down a red mushroom, perhaps. Don't need a slime ball. Don't need a normal apple. I do need squids. I need just 1 of them. I think I just need 1 of them. And I'm not seeing anything on the card that requires clay. So we'll leave that one behind. Just while I'm thinking of it, I'm going to go ahead and craft this just to get it out of my inventory. And where was the red mushroom? I saw it a moment ago. Did I just pass it? Here it is. Oh, and here's cows. Okay, great. The cows I actually want for the bucket of milk, which I can do right now. Haha. Great. And then let's get some food cooking with... I don't have anything to cook the food with, so let's get some let's get some wood. There we go. And turn that into some good fuel. And then I'm going to chop down another tree as well as the red mushroom. Okay. And then I should probably update the card, because I've actually managed to get a number of items pretty quickly here at the beginning, because there were a few easy items on this card. If I did need an apple, I just got it. I guess I'll eat the apple instead. Nom 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 nom. Hooray. For delicious apples. Okay. I can craft the mushroom stew now, because I just got red mushrooms. So let's do that before I forget. I need another brown mushroom, apparently. I thought I'd gotten an extra already. And I'm pretty sure I just saw a brown mushroom. Yeah, right here for the fermented spider eye. Is there fermented spider eye in this card, or am I remembering the previous card again? I don't see a fermented spider eye. I think I was lying to myself. Okay. That's fine. Let's do this. And yeah, at this point I should definitely update the card, because I'm getting a little lost. Okay, I need a sign. A sign is an easy thing to craft, so let's get that done. There we go. And then I've already got the milk bucket. Need a bunch of things with the iron. I need the pumpkins. Okay, we need a couple things from the desert. So I should definitely get that going. And let's dump out things that I don't need from my inventory. So I don't need a spider eye at all. Yep, okay, so that can go. And I don't need those. I don't need that. Yeah, other than the desert, most of our stuff is going to be available downstairs. Okay, so let's definitely focus on finding a desert ASAP. We've got some good food at this point. And let's see, we need the acacia sapling. Pumpkins we should keep our eyes out for, just in case I want to make mushroom stew. Although I should have plenty of food at this point, so let's not worry too much about that. So if I were a desert, where would I be? I don't see one there or there. I am in Extreme Hills, and I will need to go downstairs for a number of things. So this might be a good opportunity, actually. Is this Extreme Hills? It is Extreme Hills over here. Let's do a shot of digging down and see if we can get lucky with an emerald. So I need to go kind of forward in order to stay in the Extreme Hills. And I also need to get lapis and gold. Only a tiny bit of gold. Actually, do I already have the gold? No. I'm trying to remember what I got in those chests. The emerald, I believe, could be found anywhere below layer 40, and the lapis starts around 32. So we're around 32 now. I'm going to go down to about 24, right around here, and then start listening for cave systems. And I hear a zombie almost immediately. Oops, okay. I definitely am going to need some more iron. So let's get this cooking, and I do have some coal, fortunately, because I think I'm still a little low on wood. But let's get this cooking up, and then go listen for that zombie once again while it goes. I think he was somewhere over here, and also I want to be able to see kind of where I came in. Yeah, I came in right over here, okay. Because I would like to pillar back up out of there if I can. Okay, found a zombie dungeon, found lapis. Great. The zombies are going to cause me a little bit of trouble here, so let me do this. Let me thin out the numbers, and then I can try to run in there and break the spawner. And actually, since there are so many, I'll probably get more bang for the buck doing this. Now I can finish them off this way. Great. Great. We got another bucket, which is nice. We have bones, which we might need. Those are not the right seeds. More gunpowder that I still needed. More coal is always useful. The pumpkin seeds are great. And at this point, I'm going to start cleaning up some things that I don't need. And let's see if we can immediately find some gold. Here's some gold. I need 2 pieces. No one's sneaking up on me. I got my lapis. I got a bunch of iron. Is that all the things I need from downstairs? That might be. Oh, it's still the emerald, right, because we'd come down into the extreme hills. So let's do this. Let's close this off really quick. And let me get a little bit more situated over here. And I have more iron, so let's get another furnace or two going. Let's do 2 more furnaces. So one can cook up some iron. And one can cook up some gold. And let's grab all the iron that we already had in here. Are there any other things I could cook up? I could cook up a little bit more food. And so with the iron, I will need to build a cauldron. So we'll do that. I'm going to need to make the gold sword once the gold cooks. And I need to cook up smooth stone is the other thing I could cook up. Right, redstone is something else that I haven't managed to find. So I need to get some of that. But I'm definitely going to need to update the card here momentarily. That is going to be for the maps that I need to make, which is also iron and redstone. Okay, so I need a fair bit more iron still, I think is what I am starting to learn here. And I have bones now, which means I can make the dye, or one of the 2 dyes that I need. So I can do that. And then let's just walk over here and let's dump out once again some things that I don't need any more of. And I don't need the sugar for fermented spider eye. Okay. And with the remainder of, well, I guess there isn't really a remainder at this point. I have a tiny bit of iron probably. Let's update the card. It seems to be going pretty well right now. So I need a fair bit more iron. I need redstone. And then we can go back up. Oh, and the emerald. Right. So I'm in Extreme Hills right now, I think. Let's get F3 on the screen and see where we're at. I am in Extreme Hills right now. Let's see if that cave system keeps me in Extreme Hills or not. I think it might. Extreme Hills Plus, Extreme Hills. Birch Forest. Okay, kind of ends quickly. Just want to see if it's going to circle back around. Oh, there's another dungeon over here. Anything good? That was fortunate that it didn't spawn. Mostly looking for iron. Here's redstone. It's not enough redstone. Oh, crap! That could have been much worse. And honestly, I could use the chest because I'm a little short on wood. And so let's dump off some crap that I just accidentally picked up. And ender pearl. I do need an ender pearl. I hear the enderman. Let's find him. Enderman, where are you at? Heard you a moment ago. Did he teleport away somewhere? No, I hear him. I think he's up here. He definitely got louder. There he is. Is there somewhere I can hide? Let's just make a spot. Hey, buddy. Oh boy, I didn't get into my hiding spot. Where's my hiding spot? Phew. Okay. That was somewhat nerve-wracking. Alright, and sadly you didn't drop the pearl. And I did just run out of an axe. So let's go ahead and create another one of those because they're super valuable. Okay, great. So I need more redstone, and I need to see if I can get lucky and get back into Extreme Hills, which I think might be over here. Yeah, okay, we're in Extreme Hills again. So let's try to find... Here's the emerald. Great. That was super lucky. I don't need F3 up anymore. Skeleton's going to burn. And then I can go looking for redstone. Yes, I can go looking for redstone down here, probably. I don't have a water bucket, and that's a little bit dangerous. Can I get the creeper to go jump in the lava? Very probably, yes. If I hit him from here. Hiya! There we go. He's on fire. Wow, okay, he did not take a lot of lava damage there, which is a shame. He did explode me some iron, and I do need more iron, so I'll grab this. Okay, if we can manage to find some redstone, we'll be in very good shape. I did pass a tiny bit of iron there. Is this going back down anywhere? Looks like it is here, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead and make a bucket, because buckets are great, even though I already see the iron. Oh, I have a bucket. Even better. Water bucket. Helps keep Brian alive. That should be sufficient in terms of the amount of redstone that we need, and that actually looks like it could be a way back up, but I think I still maybe know the way back up from my other way. Should I try to go back the way I came? And let's triple check. Is there anything else I'm going to need from downstairs? I don't think there is. I missed some iron right here. What's the iron count that I still need? I'm not sure, but iron's easy to get even from the surface if we needed to. Just want to make sure that creeper didn't see me and is starting to sneak up. That should be enough iron, I think, as well. And I think I can find my way back up to the borehole that I came down, so I'm going to attempt to do that. There was dungeon number 2. There's another Enderman over there. Dungeon number 1, I think, is actually back up here. Yeah, here we go. Great. Great, great, great. Let's eat some food. And I think head back upstairs. Yeah, it's just turned daytime, so this is actually a good time to be heading back upstairs. And we need to find a desert. Oh, cobweb, cobweb, cobweb. Cobweb means I'm going to have to do some caving somewhere else and get lucky enough to find a mine shaft. So that is the new long pole. I should have noticed that earlier on the card. Oh, there was another Enderman and I still needed to kill him. I forgot about that too. Okay, so a minor mistake with the Enderman. I don't need the egg for anything. I should update the card again here pretty soon. So we still need an ender pearl and that, and yeah. But for now, I'm going to focus on finding the desert, and then we'll craft up a few more items and see exactly where we are in the card. Okay, so desert, desert, desert. And I have a lot of food right now, and so I think I can afford to just kind of sprint across the terrain as we go to find it. If I see an ocean, I will hop in a boat and go sailing. Although I might need to get a little bit wood, extra wood in order to do that. Any sign of a desert right over here? Don't think so. Yes. Okay, there's our desert. Great. And actually, we need the acacia, and so we can get the more wood that way. And I think I have enough wood, yeah, right now that I can make a boat just to get over there. So let's do that really quick. I will take that with me. We'll chop down acacia trees to get the sapling. We'll chop down the cactus in order to get the cyan dye. I'm going to take that with me again, in case I need it again for some reason. And yeah, and then we'll see exactly where we stand. I think we're in pretty good shape on this card. I think things have been going very well, and I think the card itself is actually a pretty kind of like good and lucky card. Okay, so furnaces need to cook up some iron. And some more iron, and some cactus. I can craft a couple of redstone thingies now. I can craft the redstone repeater, like so. I can craft a compass and a map with a little bit of the iron that's cooking. Like so, and like so. I can cook the cyan dye, or craft the cyan dye, like so. With more iron, I can craft a hopper, like so. And have I gotten my acacia sapling? There it is. Okay, let me clean out some things I know I don't need in the inventory right now. And then update my card and see exactly where we're at. 5 more items to get. I did need the cactus because I need the lime dye. So let's get it back in my inventory and actually craft the lime dye. There we go. Rails, I'm going to need Okay, I have enough to do the rails. I'm going to need one more piece of iron in order to be able to grab the cobweb. And the ender pearl. And what am I missing? I'm not sure. Let me update the card. And let me go ahead and try to eat up this food. The minecart chest. Okay, so both of those things are things we can find in an abandoned mine shaft. And so the way to find an abandoned mine shaft is just to dig down in a bunch of places or find a bunch of caves. So I'm going to look for about 10 seconds to see if I see a cave anywhere around here. I do. It's not really a cave. We're just going to dig down. Do I have a water bucket? I do. Let's have it on the bar. And let's have this on the bar as well as this. That's good. Okay. Mine shafts. Mine shafts, mine shafts. I hear lava. But I think I passed by it. I don't know exactly what depth mine shafts are at. 25 minutes have passed. We've already got 22 items. That's pretty good. Okay, I heard some skeletons a little bit higher up. Let's see if we can find a cave. Skeletons sound like they're this way. And then we'll see if the cave leads to a mine shaft, and if not, we'll travel a bit of a distance and dig down again. Only hearing one skeleton. I think he might be above me here. No, he's gotten quieter, so he was further below. Oh, there's the cave. Okay, that was fortunate. I'm running a little bit low on iron pick. I've got another pick that I could use if I need to. So let's not worry about that just yet. Not sure why I'm bothering to kill this creeper as opposed to just running in. Okay, we're looking for a mine shaft. Do I see a mine shaft anywhere? You can blow up. That's fine. Any signs of a mine shaft? Does not seem to be the case. Let's prefer to stack with blocks rather than break blocks because it's faster. Yeah, it seems like it's going back down. Okay, I'm just going to head back up. We'll call this a failed mine shaft. Other than mine shafts, are there any other places that cobwebs generate naturally in the terrain? I don't think there are. And I noticed where I dug down there was actually a giant hill somewhere near me. But I'm in plains right now, so it should be the case that I get to the surface pretty quickly. It could be good to make some torches as I'm doing this so that I don't get suffocated by gravel, but I think I'm just going to take my chances. And I hear some chickens, so we're almost back to the surface. Great. So we just need a new place to dig down, or a cave to go down. And I'm not sure how far like mine shafts are like typically like separated from each other in the world anyway. I did hear the spider. It's too bad spiders don't drop cobwebs. That would be pretty cool. And the ender pearl is the other thing. If I hear an enderman, I need to make sure I go after him. I keep forgetting about that. So we have ender pearl, cobwebs, and minecart chest. Minecart chest I could practically make at this point. I'm going to grab a tiny bit more wood. No, I've got plenty of wood. See a jungle over there. Just looking for a cave to go down. It's not really a cave. So that we can head downstairs quickly. A ravine. Anything heading downstairs? Wish cave openings were a little bit more common in this game of caving. And I guess the Enderman, how soon? It's going to be about 2 minutes, and it's going to become nighttime on the surface. So we could go looking for Endermen on the surface, but I think I'm as likely to find them below ground. Is that a cave entrance? No, it's a lake. Bunnies taking damage. Because the bunnies are dumb. Let's go ahead and eat some more food. I'm still pretty happy with the amount of food that I have. Alright, I'm going to try digging down here. If it doesn't work, I'll pop back up in a desert at night, which will be a good place to try to find and fight an Enderman. And so this seems like a good choice of places to go. Here's a skeleton. I hear a zombie. Okay, and that just broke. So let's make myself a new iron pickaxe. And then make our way to the zombie noises, which I think are this way. Ooh, I hear a mineshaft. I hear something burning. So I'm pretty sure there's a mineshaft around here. Alright, the zombies above me or below me? They are below me. Louder when it's further down, quieter when it was farther up. Let's start staircasing. Okay, there's a zombie dungeon. But I'm pretty sure I heard a fire, which means a mine shaft somewhere nearby. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kill these zombies, because I want to get into the cave that's nearby, and I hear the baby zombie, and I don't want to take too much risks with my life at this point. I'm doing this so I can hit the baby zombie, even though he's farther enough below. I can hit him with the sword swipe attack. So that's a way that I can hit the baby zombie that I normally wouldn't be able to. Okay, and now that it's just the baby zombie, I can just finish him off. Another golden apple is good. There really isn't a whole lot else that I need out of here. Okay, so let's find that mine shaft. Unfortunately, I couldn't hear what direction. I thought I heard the whatever earlier. The fire, I kind of think it was kind of back in the other direction, though. Kind of think it was back this way. So I'm going to dig a little bit this way. I do hear lava, and so that could have been connected to the fire I was hearing. Here it is. Okay, great. I need to cook up some iron. Fuel. There we go. I just dropped all my fuel. Brilliant. Came back to me. Also brilliant. Okay, so cobweb is like this. The minecart chest I can just craft at this point. Do I have a chest on me? I don't. Do I see an easy place to get it? Not at the moment. Can I do this? Actually, let's do this. That is a nice, safe way to deal with that. Do I see a minecart chest like right around here? Do I have enough wood to make a chest? I do. Let me just make the chest. And then we just have to kill an enderman, which means I can go back to the surface to do that. Yeah, this could be a really good time, actually. Alright, so minecart and chest. Makes a minecart chest. I don't really need that. I just need to head back upstairs. Do I remember where I came down? Yes, it was in the side of the zombie dungeon. Yes, right over here. So I should be able to pillar back up and hopefully find an enderman on the surface and get our last item. I think. And I still have a lot of good food. Oops, crap. Right, I had walked from somewhere else. So it was actually over here that I pillared up, yes. Okay, I think most of my good time on this card has been attributable to the relative easiness of the card, except for the cobweb, and I got very lucky that I happened to hear the fire burning, which is what you do in order to find a mine shaft underground, or what you listen for. Now I just need to find an Enderman and stay alive. I have golden apples and some steak. So the staying alive part ought not be bad. It's finding the Enderman that'll be a little bit more challenging. And I can always hop in the water to fight him, and so the moment I see him, I should immediately look at him to try to anger him. But I think I'll have the most luck kind of on the desert plain here, and I think we still have a few minutes of night. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of the night. So there ought to be a good chance of spotting an Enderman. There, I see one. Is he angry yet? No. Hey, buddy, get angry. Okay, he's angry. Let's hope he drops Pearl. He did! Hooray! This will be my best time. 34 minutes and 43 seconds is a new record for my personal best of trying to black out Minecraft bingo card. I think, like I said, a lot of it was attributable to the card. I didn't have to go after a diamond. Did have to get an emerald. Did have to get the cobweb, and both of those are kind of difficult items to get. I didn't have to do the cake this time, and didn't have to deal with the slime ball. I think those are some of the most difficult items that I managed to avoid, but that's a really great time. I enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.